We all believe we'd run into the burning building, but until we feel that heat, you chose to die instead of giving up your colleagues. A test you passed? Not everybody does. Welcome to the afterlife.
Tenet stands as one of the most ambitious and intellectually demanding cinematic experiences of modern blockbuster filmmaking. A film that doesn't just tell a story, but challenges the audience to actively engage with time, perception, and reality itself. Released in 2020 and directed by Christopher Nolan, the movie arrived at a moment when the global film industry was uncertain, yet it still managed to capture attention worldwide due to its bold narrative structure and high-concept execution. At its core, Tenet follows a mysterious CIA operative known only as the Protagonist, played by John David Washington, who is recruited into a secret organization tasked with preventing a catastrophic global threat, unlike anything humanity has faced before. This threat is not a conventional war or a nuclear disaster, but something far more abstract and terrifying: the manipulation of time itself as a weapon. The concept driving Tenet revolves around time inversion, a scientific phenomenon within the film's universe that allows objects and even people to move backward through time while the rest of the world moves forward. This idea is not presented as simple time travel, but rather as a reversal of entropy, where cause and effect operate in reverse. From the very beginning, the film establishes its intense tone with a gripping opera house siege sequence where the protagonist demonstrates his skill, composure, and willingness to sacrifice himself for the mission. This opening immediately sets up the film's central themes of loyalty, secrecy, and the blurred line between past and future, hinting that the events unfolding are part of something much larger and more complex than they initially appear. As the story unfolds, the protagonist is introduced to the concept of inversion and the shadowy organization known as Tenet, which operates outside traditional intelligence structures. Guided by cryptic instructions and limited knowledge, he begins a journey that spans multiple countries, uncovering fragments of a larger puzzle. Along the way, he teams up with Neil, portrayed by Robert Pattinson, a charming yet enigmatic operative whose motivations and background remain deliberately ambiguous for much of the film. Their partnership becomes one of the emotional anchors of the story, as trust and friendship develop, even while secrets linger beneath the surface. The antagonist of the film, Andrei Sator, played by Kenneth Branagh, is a powerful and ruthless oligarch with ties to the future. Sator's access to inverted technology allows him to communicate with individuals from generations ahead who are waging a desperate war against the past. His plan revolves around assembling a device known as the algorithm, a mechanism capable of reversing the entropy of the entire world, effectively ending all life in the present to save the future. This chilling motivation adds a philosophical dimension to the narrative, forcing viewers to consider questions about survival, sacrifice, and the ethical implications of altering time on a global scale. A key figure connected to Sator is Kat, portrayed by Elizabeth Debicki, whose personal struggle adds an emotional layer to the otherwise high-concept storyline. Trapped in an abusive relationship with Sator, Kat becomes both a victim and a crucial player in the mission to stop him. Her arc is one of resilience and empowerment as she gradually reclaims control over her life while contributing to the larger fight against a man willing to destroy the world. Through Kat, the film grounds its complex narrative in human emotion, reminding the audience that even in a story about time manipulation, personal stakes remain vital. Visually, Tenet is a spectacle defined by practical effects and meticulously crafted action sequences that push the boundaries of filmmaking. Instead of relying heavily on CGI, Christopher Nolan chose to execute many of the film's most challenging scenes in real life, including a breathtaking sequence involving a real airplane crash. What makes these moments truly unique is the integration of forward and reverse motion within the same frame, creating action scenes that feel entirely new and disorienting in the best way possible. Car chases unfold with vehicles moving both forward and backwards simultaneously. Fights occur where one participant is inverted and the other is not, and entire environments seem to operate under conflicting timelines. The narrative structure of Tenet mirrors its thematic focus on time, unfolding in a non-linear fashion that requires careful attention from the audience. Information is revealed gradually, often only making sense in retrospect, as earlier scenes gain new meaning through later revelations. Dialogue plays a crucial role in conveying the film's complex ideas, yet it intentionally avoids over-explaining, encouraging viewers to piece together the logic themselves. This approach has sparked widespread discussion and debate, with many praising the film's intelligence and ambition, while others find its complexity challenging to follow on a first viewing. The film's soundtrack, composed by Ludwig Göransson, further enhances the experience with a powerful and unconventional score that complements the film's themes of inversion and tension. The music often feels as if it is moving backward or distorting in time, reinforcing the sense that the audience is witnessing events that defy normal temporal rules. Combined with the film's sound design and editing, the score contributes to an immersive atmosphere that keeps viewers on edge from start to finish. Upon its release in 2020, Tenet became one of the first major films to hit theaters during a challenging period for the global film industry. Its release strategy and performance were closely watched, as it represented a test of whether large-scale cinema could still draw audiences under difficult circumstances. Despite mixed box office results due to external factors, the film succeeded in generating significant discussion and maintaining Christopher Nolan's reputation as a filmmaker willing to take risks and push creative boundaries. Critical reception to Tenet was divided yet deeply engaged, with many reviewers acknowledging its technical brilliance while debating its narrative accessibility. Some hailed it as a masterpiece of modern science fiction, praising its originality and boldness, while others felt that its emotional depth was overshadowed by its intricate mechanics. Regardless of differing opinions, there was a general consensus that Tenet is a film that demands multiple viewings to fully appreciate its layers and nuances. One of the most compelling aspects of Tenet is how it redefines the concept of a protagonist. Unlike traditional heroes with clear backstories and motivations, the protagonist is intentionally left as a blank slate, defined more by his actions than his past. This choice aligns with the film's themes, suggesting that identity itself can be fluid and shaped by the choices we make, rather than the experiences we remember. As the story progresses, it becomes evident that the protagonist's journey is not just about stopping a global threat, but also about understanding his own role within a larger temporal loop. The film's climax brings together all its elements in a massive, multi-layered operation that unfolds across different timelines simultaneously. Known as a temporal pincer movement, this strategy involves teams moving forward and backward through time to achieve a single objective. The execution of this concept on screen is both visually stunning and intellectually satisfying, as it ties together the film's themes of causality and inevitability. Events that once seemed random or confusing are revealed to be interconnected, reinforcing the idea that past, present, and future are not separate, but part of a continuous loop. In the end, Tenet leaves viewers with more questions than answers, a deliberate choice that reflects its philosophical underpinnings. It challenges the audience to think about time not as a linear progression, but as something far more complex and interconnected. The film doesn't just ask what will happen next, instead asks what has already happened and how those events shape the future. This approach ensures that Tenet remains a topic of discussion long after the credits roll, as viewers revisit its scenes and reinterpret its meaning. Ultimately, Tenet is not just a movie, but an experience, one that pushes the boundaries of storytelling, challenges conventional narrative structures, and invites audiences to engage with cinema on a deeper intellectual level. Whether seen as a groundbreaking masterpiece or a perplexing puzzle, it undeniably stands as a unique entry in the world of modern filmmaking, proving that big-budget cinema can still take risks and explore bold, unconventional ideas.